The worst time for you to even be nonchalant with your application is now. The time lapsed and then got a ban. This is not to say that you should never use an agent, but I'm saying that if at all you want to use an agent, please have your information. When it comes to Canada study application or visa, I realize that there's nothing like information overload. This might sound very minute, but it's very, very serious and very key to your application. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yemisi, and if you're seeing my face for the very first time, hi, welcome to the channel. Join the family. Don't forget to subscribe. On this channel I create lifestyle videos. I share my life as an immigrant in Canada, as an international student, and I also just share all the things that you can do to get your admission and visa sorted as a student coming to Canada. I'm an international student at the University of Saskatchewan studying Masters of Public Administration, but I'm currently in Regina. But you can try to watch my videos so that I can come up to speed to why I'm living here in Regina and just, you know, enjoy the good stuff on the channel. So it's good to be finally back, because for a while now, for about 4 videos or so now, I was in Saskatoon filming content with my friends, and I see that you guys love it, but you guys have to come back to reality, come back to me, okay? And for those people that asked if I could bring other people to come talk to them about maybe different programs on this channel, I just want to let you know that that can be done only if I get a volunteer, because not everybody likes to show their face on camera. But once I get a volunteer, for sure I'm going to, you know, bring the person on board, ask questions, and also allow the person share their experiences so that it can help you. Okay, so in this video I'm going to sharing 5 mistakes that people should avoid whilst applying to Canada, whether during the admission stage or the visa stage. This video is going to be like hard truths, basbos. For those people that don't know what basbos means, it means stray bullet can be hitting you anywhere you are, just because you might as well be making this mistake. Okay, so I decided to collate these 5 points because I realized, based on experience and based on, you know, different experiences that I've heard, I've seen people asking me things in my DM, and I see the mistakes that they've made. I decided to collate all these mistakes and also come down here to let you know about this, and so that you can avoid it. All right guys, so without further ado, let's go into this video. I have my book here just in case you see me looking down. It's because I'm trying to make sure that I do not miss out any point. So the first thing I'm going to say is people fail to do their research. See, I've seen this time and time again, that people do not like to do research. See, there are a lot of information online that I feel like people are not making use of. Take for instance Nairaland. When I tell people to go on Nairaland is a website in Nigeria that gives so many information for free. In short, just go to the travel visa thread and then go to the Canada study visa forum or student visa forum, and you're going to see a lot of information there that you yourself would be surprised, like for free. Okay, so people don't like to do research, and I don't understand why. Like, if you really want to come to Canada, you should not be going into people's DM asking them to help you look for schools. I understand that some courses can be very difficult to see, and because of that you think, oh, let me reach out to this person, but the truth is, even the person you are reaching out to is also busy trying to chase other things. That's the hard fact. Okay, that's the reality. So I'm telling you now that if you go online, just Google your school. For example, if you're coming to the University of Saskatchewan, go to the University of Saskatchewan website and do your research. Get a pen, get a paper, try to write down the name. Of course, you already know the program of your choice. Write the program of your choice down. Try to even search for different schools. You don't necessarily have to, you know, make it only one school. For me, what I did was to know the program that I was looking for, and then I used that to search for universities in Canada that has this program. And after that, I tried to like check the tuition, check how, you know, affordable it is. Also check the location and check the years of the program, because personally, and this is just a preference, I wanted a 2 years program so that I can get 3 years postgraduate work permit. Okay, just because you don't know what could happen within that 3 years, right? So for me, that was what I did, and that's how I was able to get all my information. So everything is online. You can always get your information for free online. Okay, just use your Google, because sometimes it appears to me, and this is not to just me, even some of my friends here, people reach out to them and they're like, you are the one that really need this thing, so you should be able to be keen on your research more. And if you're asking people to help you out, let it be that you are stuck, not necessarily because you haven't started at all. Okay, so yeah, try to do your research because you know what you really want. That's the first mistake that people should avoid. Do not fail to do your research. Do not fail to read, because sometimes I also realize that people do research but they don't read thoroughly. Let's stop it. Thank you. This second one is somehow tied to the first one. That zeal that made you want to come to Canada in the first place, let that zeal keep burning. Let that zeal push you, okay? Let that zeal push you to going online, searching for information. When it comes to Canada study application or visa, I realized that there's nothing like information overload. Go online, check anything that you're not sure of. Just go online, make sure to check different procedures, especially for visa stage, because the first one I targeted was for admission, to get the school, to get the program. But after the program, of course, you want to now apply for the visa. For the visa, there's so many information online, but I will personally tell you to go on IRCC website, that's cic.ca, search for the study visa application area on the website, and then you'll see so many information there. Information telling you about the amount that you must have in your account for living expenses, for your tuition fees. Even though it says that you should have a 1 year tuition fee in your account, personally I always tell people to at least have like 2 years, not at least, like try to have excess a little bit over 2 years tuition fees alongside with your living expenses, just because there are a lot of people trying to get this visa. So you want to really put in your own effort and let them know why you should be picked. Okay, there are thousands of people competing for the same study visa that you're trying to get. Okay, so go online, do your research. There's nothing like information overload, especially when it comes to you seeking clarity. Okay, I'm not saying do not ask people, but also, you know, try to minimize it and do your research, because when you're asking someone else, the person will reply you based on, oh, I can see the seriousness in this person. You do not read, start reading. This one is something that I do not really know how to explain it. This one used to pain me, and sometimes it pisses me off. Consulting so many people can get you confused. You consult this particular YouTuber, you go to another YouTuber, consult the YouTuber, consult this other one, whilst it's not bad to keep consulting people, you can get confused, okay? Because sometimes the person can be speaking based on their own experience, based on their own location, based on their own program. So I would personally advise that if you want to do consultation, try to maybe follow YouTubers that can give you direct information that will help you, okay? Especially when it comes to like the settlement phase, because for admission, for visa application, it can be the same for different location, not necessarily the same, but like somehow the same. But when it comes to information like cost of living, information like the location you're going to, the weather condition and all of that, you don't want to like keep consulting different people, because I am here in Saskatchewan. My weather is totally different from the weather in Toronto, from the weather in Alberta and the likes, and Manitoba. In a way, Manitoba and Saskatchewan kind of have the same weather condition. Like this morning we had like -21, or even currently we have like -21, and right now in Toronto, my friend said it's so sunny and it's about 6 degrees. Okay, so for me, I would say that consulting different people, oh, let me follow this person, let me go on this person's website, and all of that can be very confusing. Okay, things change, information change. Some of the information last year is not the information this year. Like currently now, international students can work full-time, more than 20 hours, they can work 40 hours, you know, there is no restriction. But about 3 months ago, it wasn't the case. Okay, so if you're following people that do not give you like information as it comes, then there can just be misinformation. So I'll just say that consulting different people can be a big challenge, maybe not challenge, but like it can really affect you if you're a prospective student coming to, not even only students, even PR, permanent resident people. It can be a challenge for you coming down to Canada, because you are getting like different information that can make you confused. That's another thing that I want to share. The fourth one, this one, depending on agents. When I started my YouTube channel, I told you guys that in my second application, for those that do not know, my first application was rejected. The second one I did like 2 or 3 years after, and I decided to use an agent, and I've explained the reason why before, but I'll also try to explain again. The reason I used an agent was not because I did not have enough information. I just wanted to, you know, maybe have like a different outlook to what I was doing, like just have like a different eyes, like looking at my application, and then was thinking maybe there will be something unique that they could add, or something unique that I might have missed out on. Because at that time, for that 3 years or maybe 2 years gap that I had from the previous application, I started focusing on maybe Germany, UK. I had like 6 admissions from the UK, but I was really keen on Canada. So at that point I was like, I'm not too sure if I am, you know, going the right path. And so I decided to get an agent just so that they can have a second look on my application. Then shortly after, I started checking Nigerian, and that was just the game changer for me, because I was not depending on the agent at all. From the beginning I did not, because I got my admission myself. Even before meeting the agent, I just went to meet the agent for the visa stage, just because of the fear of failure for the first time. Okay, and I didn't have anybody around me that was doing anything concerning study visa. I had friends pursuing other countries but not Canada. So at that point I just said let me just get an agent that will keep a second eye on my application. But guess what, Nigerian changed everything for me, because it was through Nigerian that I decided to go do my upfront medicals. It was through Nigerian that I realized that there was something called NSE, my bank statements of 6 months that I talked about in my NSE video. You'll see it somewhere. I'll try to link it in the description box for you, or you can also go through the channel just to, you know, search for the video, just in case I forget. It was also on that platform that I saw people talking about how they got email after a while telling them to go do IELTS, and then it was open, maybe general, academic. You know, people are deliberating on the platform, should I do general, should I do academic? Someone came online to say he did the general test and it was accepted. So that was how I got all those information at the time. So it was shocking to my agents when I did my IELTS, got my bank statements, and also did my upfront medicals. And I just, you know, went to the office that they gave them all the documents. I said, oh, let us raise a web form and add it to my application. And they were surprised. They're like, okay, they've not gotten back to you. I'm like, yeah, I don't have to wait for their response. I can also upload my upfront medicals. I can also upload my NSC, upload my IELTS and all of that. They were very shocked, because I wasn't waiting for the agent at all. One of my friends used to say that your agents did not really do anything, but I won't say they didn't really do anything. I mean, they helped me to open the application and do all of those normal stuff that I've done before, but like there wasn't anything special. I drafted my letter of explanation. I drafted everything based on all the information I saw online. So I just needed an extra eye. So that's why I used to tell people that you can actually do this without an agent, and this is not to get food off the agent's mouth. If you are a busy type, please use an agent. If you're the type that would not have time to start going online, checking websites and doing all those thorough research, then please go meet an agent. Because if you're working and you're, you know, Nigeria, Lagos can be, especially if you're working in Lagos can be very tough to live in, and also, you know, be thinking of how to navigate going online and all of that. So having an agent, but I would say that not just any type of agent, having an agent that is licensed would help a great deal. So this is not to say that you should never use an agent, but I'm saying that if at all you want to use an agent, please have your information so that as they are talking, you can validate whatever they are saying. Because the time, or maybe I should even share this story. So when I was on Ireland waiting for my admission, somebody shared how he got a ban on his application, and at the time I can't really remember the specific of what happened, but I can remember him saying he used an agent and the agent never gave him the password to his application and whatnot. That was even shocking for me, because my agent gave me all my login details, and he said he got an email. So apparently they sent an email to him because some of the information that he provided was not correlating. So apparently the agent mistakenly uploaded some documents of someone else's and then his own document, and so there was a mismatch. So after a while, IRCC got back to him to, I think they gave him like 2 weeks or maybe a month timeline to get back to them and, you know, correct all of those wrong information. But they weren't able to, they didn't log in, because I mean the agent had all the logins of his different clients. So he was just waiting like, oh, when RSCC gets back to me, the agents will inform me. And I think the time lapsed and then he got a ban. Those are the things that happens when you don't have information. If you have information in the first place, when you have an agent, you should be able to tell the agent that I should also have my login details and be able to log in, okay? Except, well, if it is something you are fine with, then that's okay. But personally, I would want to be monitoring my account as well as you are quote unquote monitoring my account too. So that's something that you should know. What I'm just trying to say in essence is, please make sure that you don't depend on agents. I'm not saying do not use an agent at all. Like I said, your work can warrant you to use an agent, your busy schedule can warrant you to use an agent, and I've seen people come down here using an agent like me. But in my own case, I was like neck deep into the application, like we are doing this together. I mean, I don't even need to talk too much. You guys can see from the videos that I put out that I did not depend on any agents. Just joking. Anyway, the last one I wanted to share is, people approach their application with nonchalant attitude, sometimes too many errors, sometimes oversights. This one also is a very, very big mistake. When you are going through your application, you should be able to sieve through, check it line by line, check it word for word, and be sure that there are no grammatical errors. The truth is, these people are so busy, and the worst time for you to even be nonchalant with your application is now. This is the worst time, that you should not even try it, because right now there are a lot of backlogs due to COVID impact, and it's going to be very easy for them to even refuse you, because there are so many backlogs. They cannot keep dwelling on one particular application, especially when there are errors. And this is not a sponsored video, by the way, but one app, would I call it an app? Yeah, it's an app. One app I would recommend to you for sieving through your letter of application, your letter of intent and whatnot is Grammarly. Grammarly helps you to correct some of the languages, some of the phrases, some of the verbs and whatnot that you have in your application. So try to avoid errors, try to make sure that you don't have any oversight on your application. Okay, so guys, I hope that this will help you in your application. I do not want to have people, you know, sharing refusal reasons for things that they could avoid. That's why I thought to make this video, because this might sound very minute, but it's very, very serious and very key to your application. So I hope that you found this video useful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let me know other video ideas that you love me to film in the comment section, and I will sure do that for you. Subscribe to the channel, because I share so many informative content on this channel and you don't want to miss it. Like this video because it helps the algorithm and also increases the reach of the video and helps other people to benefit from this video. Let's be our product keeper. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.